Another thing that's come up and people don't understand, so I thought I would provide an insight. It is prevalent now heavily, so it's a dual purpose. But you've heard me mention programme members on this show and also in the chat on the pages, so I thought I would do a piece on it this week. So what is a programme member? Well, there are various programmes done via mind control, one of which we mentioned last week, done by the CIA. But they are not the only group doing it, just to be clear. Far from it. Now, these programme members could be born into one of the bloodline families or some other elite family group, and they are trained from birth. They are tortured and disconnected from their families, and the handler then becomes the family. Then they are inserted into various programs which could be involved in military, corporate positions, banking, politics and any other fields where their skills are required. This is why nothing appeared to change over time, because all these programmed people were all put in the top positions. I heard stories of the royals, British royals, having sex with prostitutes from various parts of the world, where the object is for those prostitutes to bore children, who are then sent back to the country of origin, funded and trained in a certain way, and then suddenly they appear as presidents and prime ministers or top CEOs of corporations or head of the central banks. Massive programme that. The Rothschilds are heavily prevalent in that. Now, these programme members are all told that they are special. They are told that they are above and beyond ordinary humans, and also told a raft of hidden knowledge, magic and ways, except they were also lied to. And the reason being, in case the programme itself broke down and they started to remember portions of it, and all Illuminati children go through this process. But my concern has been those in the alternative media, and there is 2 operations running at the moment. A general programme member and also what is known as Monarch programme members. Now, the general programme members like Og Tellers, Laura Leon, Lily Earthling and even Shane Naruna all have much to say and reveal with varying degrees of truth. They all believe they are telling the truth, except, as Shane said himself to Og Tellers, you do know we were all lied to as well. Now, Shane's stuff, I wanted to make it quite clear, has been of immense value overall, and I thank him for stepping out of what was a fairly heavy background. He went through the programme. I know what happened to him as a child. It's beyond heinous. And he was revealing certain things before being forced back into the programme and under the elite umbrella. He had no option. As for the other 3, I'm not so sure that their material really adds up to what we know, as it's heavily based in divisive, sidetracking nature and also riddled in fear porn, as the previous piece from Laura Leon via the questions into our email. All fear porn. We're all going to die. Really. If we were all going to die, it would have happened before 2012. It's not happening now. But Laura Leon just keeps putting out show after show along with her agent boyfriend, and it's all fear, 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 fear. And I'll keep saying, it failed, it failed, it failed, it failed. Now, the Monarch programme generally entails using pretty girls to do their dirty work in whatever field applies. Now, there's at least 3 Monarch girls operating within the alternative community currently. They are programmed to do whatever it takes on the desired target, whose roles go from getting information out of the target, distracting them from their mission, disrupting their day-to-day life and their particular target's relationship, friends or family. These people use their sex appeal and sexual drive to cause mayhem. All of them have a high sex drive, courtesy of the program, and are prone to over-sexualising aspects of their life and also their targets. The lure of a pretty girl with a high sex drive appeals to many men, and they are often the target of these program girls. It gets used in many walks of life, in the corporate world, in the political world, in the alternative media world. But remember that all the raft of the pretty Russian female agents a few years ago? Same program. It's the Monarch program.